Welcome to In the Mood to Scrap. This is Christina Nicolai White. Today I'm going to show you how I made this two-page layout for my Project Life album. This is a layout that has no photos on it, and it is meant to capture a feeling, an emotion that I'm having right now. I am absolutely in love with being outside in the summer sunshine. I adore being in the sun's rays and absorbing all that wonderful warmth, and I wanted to capture that feeling and put it into my Project Life album, and that's what this is for. So in order to create my mood board here that was going to be inspired by, I quickly snagged some graphics, the one Get Outside and Get Some Sunshine, as well as put on some photos of our printables from 2Ps that I knew I wanted to use. I love the gradient of rainbow colors in the Amy Tangerine layout in the corner, as well as the layout down in the other corner from Michelle. I love the way she did the title work using a paper from the Crate Paper collection. I'm going to rather quickly go through a stack of supplies I have here. This is the Project Life Core Kit. It's the Midnight Edition, and I know I want to use this Perfection card here, and there's a couple others right here that I want to use on this page that I got from the Midnight Collection from Project Life. I also am going to use these Heidi Swap acrylic alphabet letters, and these are a couple of cut files from our July cut files that I used my silhouette to cut. Some sunshines. I'm going to use some enamel dots. Those ones are from Freckled Fawn. I know I want to use this Summer Memories card from this Lakeside collection from Pebbles. I love this card set, or this, it's a card set from Lakeside. And I love all of the designs and sayings and things that are in here. They have some great colors and some really great icons from this collection. And this is also the 6x6 from the Pebbles Lakeside collection. Again, I've picked a couple of papers from here. I've already trimmed them out, but there's some really great patterns. I encourage you to check it out. I may or may not use some of these acrylic stamps. I have a couple from Mama Elephant here, as well as a couple from Amy Tangerine. And I have the Pebbles Lakeside chips. These are chipboard. Again, I love these icons. They've got some really great colors and things. And there's a couple of different things in here that I want to use in my layout. I'm not sure yet. This is the sticker sheet from the Lakeside collection. I've also grabbed the products from the Pier from Crate Paper. These are the two yellow pieces of paper that I use to cut my dies out, my sunshines. These are from Studio Calico. And again, this is more of the Crate Paper, the Pier collection. As you can see, I cut my title out of here, and I also cut it out of a yellow too from that Studio Calico. I'm not quite sure yet which one of these I'm going to use, so I have all three of them sitting here. I kind of want to play around with that a little bit. And there's just a few more papers here from the Pier from Crate Paper, as well as the DIY collection. Just more Crate Paper, and the chipboard stickers from Crate Paper as well, that I'm not sure if I'm going to use or not. Going to set those aside. I'm also going to use some mist from Studio Calico, and I may or may not be using the dropper. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be using the dropper to do that, and so I have that. And I also am going to use these wood chips, wood cards, or at least one of them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use the You Are Awesome. These are exclusive to 2Ps and our own design. And I have our 2Ps most recent paper clips. These are the star paper clips. These are the July printables from 2Ps. There's a few of them in here that are from us, as well as one from Banana Fish Studio and one from Marcy Penner, Hello Forever. There's some really great colors and designs. I encourage you to check them out. Lots of great little pieces and cards to use on your projects. So I'm ready to get started. I'm going to use this paper from Crate, this DIY collection paper. It's meant to go with that thicker piece frame on the bottom, but I'm going to turn it on its side because I want that yellow corner up in the top so it could sit with my sun cut files that I have already cut here. I'm going to just lay them out here and lay my title and other things out onto this paper to get an idea about where I want my mist and drops to go. So I'm just going to take a couple seconds here and lay this out. I know I want to have as much color on this side. I like the colors that are reflective on the paper, the yellow, the blue, and the pink. So I'm going to try and use those in the other items that I use on the page. This is one of the cuts that I did. I just did this with my Cameo. It was just with one of the fonts that's available. It wasn't anything overly special. I just kind of liked how wide it was. I can't decide if I'm going to use it in all yellow to reflect the sun and the sunshine, or this ombre that has a little more color to it, or if I want to use this pink one. I'm also going to use these star clips as accents on here. I know that's a little weird. You don't usually see stars and sun together. It's usually the moon, but I really love the way these look. So now that I have that side figured out, I'm going to grab my page protector and start figuring out how I want my pocket page to go. I kind of have an idea, a general idea how I want this to be laid out. I want it to be in a gradient of color, starting with that sunshine up in the corner and ending in a blue. I want it mostly light up in this corner where the heart is, and I want it to go from that orange down to the red, kind of in a rainbow array, I guess, kind of how I would think it would actually be in the sunshine, the sun colors. I'm going to use this You Are Awesome card from 2Ps, our special design. I think it's really reflective of my feelings right now, how I feel about the wonderful sun. You are awesome. You are perfection. I love you so much. And I want to use these two 3x4 cards down in the corner, so I'm going to put those onto different pieces of paper, which I got from the Lakeside collection, 6x6 pad. And I'm going to use this star clip up here in those rays. I know that's a little strange since it's not necessarily a sun, but I really like the way it looks up there like that. And I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to double check about that, if I want to use that full yellow, or if I want to go ahead and add the pink color from the other side and bring that over here. And I think I'm going to use this one for sure. I really like the way this looks and how all those colors all tie together. So I'm going to go in and add a little extra depth and some splashes with some mist in these. And I didn't like the way it was falling off of this. This is a Tattered Angels yellow that I had in my stash. I'm going to use the dropper. This is a Studio Calico dropper, and soak up some of this mist and put it in here on my layout like this. I don't necessarily want it to dry on really fat, deep, saturated colors, so I'm going to wipe it up with my paper towel. And I didn't want all big splashes, so I'm going to kind of dab and shake this dropper rather than dropping all big drops on it. I like the way that worked out. It wasn't coming off of the nozzle easily, like sometimes it will. I'm just going to dab it up a little bit with my paper towel so that it doesn't soak in too much. I just want to grab my die cuts really quick and lay them on here and compare them with where I've put the drops and see if I'm happy with the placement, if I want to add more, if there needs to be less. I can always cover them up with something else. I want to add a little bit more color because I did end up covering up quite a bit of it with my die cut, so I'm just going to go in and add a few more splashes with this yellow and drop that on there, shake this little dropper guy, and then go back with my paper towel and soak up that and get it off of the die cut, get him out of the way, add a few more where he was at. I'm still not getting exactly the effect I want, so I'm going to go ahead and just spray a little bit and do a little bit more misting to add just a little bit more yellow, and wipe off any excess with my paper towel just to get it dry faster. I don't want it to create too thick of drops on there. I'm pretty content with where all the yellow is. I think I'm going to go in and add a little bit of other colors. I put my title work back on here so I could kind of get a good lay of the land, see where everything was at, and where I might want to put a few colors. I'm going to just check and test a couple of these pink colors from Studio Calico to see exactly which one I want to use and add on here. I think I'm going to go with this one, and I'm just going to add just a couple of drops, nothing major. I don't want to add too much of this color. So I'm just going to spritz it just a little bit, I wanted to get that excess off so I didn't drop too big of a drop on my layout. And once I'm finished, I'm just going to soak that up with my paper towel to get off any excess. And then I'm also going to go ahead and add a little bit of a teal turquoise also in each of these corners. And then once I am finished doing that, just dropping it off the ends, rather than spraying it or using the dropper, I'm just going to soak up the excess on top of these dots with my paper towel. Okay, I've gone through and adhered everything on except for my Hello acrylic letters, which I'm going to probably just use my glue runner for. I'm going to go ahead and staple these metal clips on. I really like the stapler for adding that little extra detail, especially when you have something like this clip that doesn't really have another way to adhere itself. I could use a glue dot, but I really like the way the stapler looks. Once I was finished clipping those on, I adhered my hello word or letters. And now I'm going to just do a little bit of embellishing with my enamel dots. If you've watched any of my other videos or seen any of my other projects, I think these are a wonderful little invention. I love how quick and easy they are and the multitude of colors that you can find. I'm just grabbing all different kinds of ones that have yellow on them. So I'm reaching around to my big pile I have over there in the corner. I want to make sure I find just the right combinations of yellow. I don't like to always use all of them in the same color. I like to use different shades of yellow sometimes, or whatever color I happen to be using, just to give a little bit of depth. I love to put them in combinations of 3. I just love how easy and simple they are. So I just kind of play around with them quite a bit, move them around. Sometimes when I have painted fingernails, it's really difficult to lift things back up again. And I'm one of those kind of people that likes to play with things and lay things on and then take them back off again. I'm going to continue to play with these, and I'm probably going to add them in the other colors as well. Okay, so I got that side finished for the most part, all of my embellishing and things like that, and then I laid all of these things back together. I took a whole bunch of the different embellishments that I had collected, the stickers and bits and pieces of printables and things like that that I'd cut apart, and laid things out in a kind of arrangement in how I think I wanted them to be. I cut some of the stickers straight off the sticker sheet rather than stick them straight on my layout. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted, and I knew I wanted to play around with them, move them around and things, bits and pieces. I'm pretty sure I'm going to put those chevron stickers on that Hello Sunshine page. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start embellishing and adhering items in how I have them laid out here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the sticker here in this corner and then add some matching enamel dots once I get the right enamel dots that I want to use in the right color. Once I got that finished, I'm going to go ahead and put that one in the pocket just so I can call it done. Otherwise, I think I might continue to play with it and add things on it, and I don't want to do that. I can't get it in this pocket. Slide down in there, you little guy. Thank you. And I'm ready for him to be done. I know I'm not going to do anything with this guy, so I'm going to go ahead and put him in there and get him out of the way. And I think I'm going to leave this guy just as he is. The sun is perfection. I'm going to put that in there, get that out of the way. That way I don't continue to mess around with things. I can call it done when I can put it in there like that. And then I'm not quite sure exactly yet what I want to do down in this corner. I knew I wanted to use this terminology Rise and Shine. I picked it out of the chipboard, which you can see below in the orange, but I chose this blue. I like the way it actually goes to a darker shade of blue there on that layout, because it kind of has that light teal blue with the green trees and then goes to darker and even darker there on that last side in the corner, just causing the color and gradient in that corner. I'm still kind of playing with these printables. I'm not sure exactly how I want this section to be. I kind of like all of the printables and the little circles in these color combinations, so I want to use all of them, but that just is not realistic. And I'm pretty sure I don't want to use these two because it's the same as the trees. I mean, they look identical. Two shapes identically next to each other, lined up in the same way. It's almost like twins. And I don't really think I want to do that, but I just really love both of these so much. So I think I'm going to use the mountains because I like that shade of white. I cut out this Happy Day sticker from the Lakeside sticker sheet. I don't think it's really going to work. I was really hoping it might, because I like I like it that it says Happy Day and the extra shade of green. But I don't think this is going to work on here. so I think I'm gonna not use that either. I'm gonna just go ahead and adhere these little mountains on here, which are also kind of like twins to the trees, but I guess I don't mind this one. Once I have that on there, I'm gonna go ahead and start embellishing this pocket. I think I'm gonna use another star clip. I've got several different shades of blue. There's a light blue, a teal, and a mint, as well as a forest green. I'm not sure exactly how I want it on here yet, but I know I want to use a star. And since I have those few color choices, I can kind of play around and move them around a little bit. I'm pretty sure I want to put it here underneath this Rise and Shine, but I don't know if I want to use that light color or if I want to enhance the green by using this green clip. I'm going to leave it there for right now while I go up here and take this saying that I've cut apart off of this sticker sheet and lay this on the card. This one isn't going to really have any other embellishment other than putting these stickers on here. And they made it really easy because they had it pre-cut into different sections of the phrase. So I don't really, I mean, I could continue to cut it down if I wanted to, but I actually don't mind the sections that they put it in. So it makes it really easy. I'm just going to go ahead and adhere it onto this thing, this pocket, I'm sorry, this page card, and then go ahead and call that pocket done. And then I'm finished with that. I'm going to put it right on into its pocket. So I think I'm going to use this little spiral printable on this wood card, and in order to get it on there, I think I'm going to just use my stapler and adhere it on there like I did the paper clips. This little spiral kaleidoscope printable is from the Marcy Penner set. Of course, I'm going to add an enamel dot like I always do because I love them so much. And then I'm going to go ahead and slide him in because he's finished too. And then the only thing that's left to be finished on this page is this paper clip down here, getting that guy figured out. And I'm going to go ahead and use this dark green one after I left him there and got used to him. I decided I liked him. And I'm going to add some enamel dots to this. And then once I have that finished, I'm going to call this one done and put it in its pocket. So for now, I've done some journaling on this card with with a pencil. I'm going to go back later with a pen and do that permanently. I'm going to finish up this layout by adding in these chevron cork stickers from Studio Calico onto this main page, this Hello Sunshine page. And this is what it ended up looking like once I got a whole row of those onto there. And this is the completed 2-page layout spread. I hope you enjoyed watching. Again, this is In the Mood to Scrap by Christina Nicolai White for 2 Peas in a Bucket.